Let's see. It says we're live, but it doesn't look live. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, let's see. What's going on? It says there's a bunch of you guys waiting, but it's not letting me. This is really weird. Weird. Let's see. Do I stop and go back? How do I do this? Oh, there it is. But it's not letting me. Oh, it just did. Okay, we're gonna start again. Okay, guys, because I did really work on this little intro thing, so I want you to see it. So, hello, peoples. First off, I'm going to play my little intro thing because I thought it was really cool. There. Ooh, now we got two things going. Oh man. Wasn't that jamming? I was like totally proud of myself. So I'm super excited. Ooh, we got people chatting away. Hello, hello. Hello, Jamie. You see me? Hey, Lisa. Oh my God. Janet, how are you? My sisterin. I'm so psyched. Hey, Mary Jo. Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. And we're gonna have fun today. And it's Halloween weekend. And the messy bun is in full, well, it's rather neat today. Hello, Jane. I'm so excited that you guys are here. So, and I hope you loved my little intro. I've been playing in Canva, trying to learn how to do the YouTube thing because I am so like over Facebook, y'all. Oh my God, and my bun is crooked, like crazy crooked. So we're gonna try and get it back normal. Okay. So, anyways, we are just totally excited to be here. I'm so psyched to do some readings for you guys and some card pulls for you guys. And just so you're aware, so anybody watching the replay that later, I want to let you know that only live folks, only the folks that you'll see like over here in the chat box, if you watch the video and you have the chatty thing on, only those folks, because they were live, so they get their readings. This is not put it in the comments and get a reading. That's not how this works. This is you got to hang out and be live. But here's the cool thing about this, because we all know the law of oneness is all about I am you are me, we're all connected. So should you watch the replay and somebody's card pull resonates with you, that's a synchronicity for you. So just take that as a message for you as well. But again, only folks that are here with me live will get their card pulls. And let's see what else. So we have this today. We have, just so you can mark your calendar, Mondays at 11 a.m. Central. Every single week, we do the collective reading for the week so you can know, do I wear my cosmic raincoat? Do I need to turn my light up? What do I need to do? So that happens weekly on Mondays at 11, and then you can join that live as well. But those are that's a reading for the collective, not a card pull, but you can also watch the replays for that. And those are also in the channel. And I'm also going to be doing some manifesting stuff coming up. I'm really excited. I've kind of been like whispering in my peeps' ears about my manifesting course that I'm launching on Monday. Some people have started it already because they're on the inside track. You can be on the inside track too if you go to the newsletter. They always get the inside track. Anyway, so let's do today. I'm so excited that you guys are here. If you're here, I see only 3 or 4 people posting, but I see 10 people watching. I feel like the count on Sesame Street. 10 people. Okay, so welcome to I think it's the 4th annual, and I guess it is because my little Facebooky reminder thing reminded me that this is the 4th anniversary of me resigning from corporate America and manifesting a sweet ass transition package of consulting with them for like 2 or 3 months. And I got full health benefits and full salary for working literally 28 hours for November and December of that year. So trust me, if you want to transition, there's a way to work yourself out a good deal and manifest the shit out of that and then have a wonderful business for you all. Hey, Ainsley, how are you? Happy Halloween back at ya. If you are just joining, yes, you remember those days. Lisa, my friend Lisa Candy here, she and I were on the phone all the time, like, shit, what am I doing? You'll be okay, I swear to God. So she is on Team Michelle when it came to that time of the year or the time of my life. And I'm so excited to reconnect with you again, Lisa. It's been so long. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, since you guys are here, just go ahead. 6 years this month for you, Janet. Congratulations. Isn't that a great feeling? You just know you're doing your own thing and it rocks. Everybody, I honestly believe that if you want to do your own thing, and there's nothing against, if you are happy in your job, stay there. Be happy. You don't have to go anywhere. But if you are dying to start your own business, oh my gosh, trust me, it is the best decision. We can talk about it, but this best decision ever. And I'm sure Janet probably and Lisa would also agree. I know that, and Mary Jo, I know, works for herself as well. But come on down to the comment section here on the, I guess that's the right of the screen. Yeah, Lisa, over 13 years. Isn't that awesome? 13's a lucky number. So back to the reading so we can get back on track, because I gotta go get some groceries, y'all. The cupboards are bare in this house because I've been self-caring and playing all week with my canning. I've got apples and peaches and grape jam and all kinds of fun stuff and peppers. So anyways, let's get back to Halloween. Halloween, the veil is thinning. It's this Sunday. Isn't that awesome? I hope everyone's going to have a wonderful, wonderful Halloween. Hey, Alicia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my new home. As we go forward, I'll probably be doing a Facebook Live to say goodbye to Facebook, but I am happy as a little clam over here on YouTube. And so if you love this and you want to come hang out even more often, just make sure you subscribe, click the bell, like this video, because that tells the YouTube algorithm that you love me. It's not like Facebook where they pick and choose. Here, if you love me and other people that have the same likes as you, they go, hey, look at Michelle, and go hang out with all these awesome peeps. Okay, so let's get down to beeswax. So over here, in this little, hey Audrey, over here on this little commenty or live chat area, I guess is what it's called over here. Go ahead and either ask me a question that you want me to pull a card for you on, or just say, let me know whatever spirit wants me to know. So if you have a specific question, I want to see that. If you have a spirit just needs to tell me what I need to know, we can do that too. And so what will happen is I will try to get to as many folks as possible during the next hour, and I'll just say hour or so. And if I can't get to you, just know that there are synchronicities here. If you're watching the replay, as I said in the beginning, there are synchronicities here. And even if I read for you and you hear someone else's question and it resonates with you, that's for you too. So understand that everything connects in a circle because we are all one. Okay, so let's take a minute. Everybody just kind of close your eyes for just a second. Okay, I want your feet flat on the floor. So let's get connected as you're typing away here. And we're just gonna calm it all down because I'm just excited. So I need this too. So we're gonna get our feet on the floor and maybe rub the floor with the bottom soles of our feet, and close your eyes and take a good inhale for 4. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 5. And then hold it for a moment. Inhale at your regular pace. And let's just all ask, Spirit, please relieve me of the lens of myself so that I may give good readings for these folks, and so that they may receive them and hear them with love and the intention of love that they are given. Amen. Okay. Yay! So let's do this. Clear that energy, get us down to business. Okay, first come, first serve. Let me scroll up. Janet needs some guidance on a project. Okay, did you want to explain a little bit more about that? Is it a work project or a personal project or just a project that you're wondering if you should do? So go ahead if you want to chat in there and let me know, just so we can be really clear. Are you asking a yes or no question? Are you asking what do you need? What is the outcome if you do the project? I think that's because the decision whether or not to do it is obviously up to you, but I want to make sure that we're kind of synced up here. And I probably am going to have to get my glasses because I'm old. Work, open to whatever Spirit says. Got it. Okay. Eyeballs. I even put mascara and foundation on, you guys. You should be proud. And you should know that you are loved because I have all that. Maybe next step. Janet. Maybe this, maybe that. Okay. So let's see. What does Janet need to know? This one feels good for you. Okay, this is something that apparently is stressing you out because you're like, should I stay or should I go now? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting as you're telling me this. So what came up for you is Dove upside down, Dove Spirit upside down. Now, I love all this card because notice the crown. Oops, can I get this? I got to learn how to work this camera shit, guys. See the crown on our little dove here? That means you are the goddess of your own life. You are the queen. You know this. And dove, we all know dove is a spiritual animal. It is the connection to source energy. And notice the coloring on this card is that indigo, purple, crown chakra, third eye chakra kind of stuff. And the message is be peace, not be at peace, not seek peace. It's be peace, and it's upside down. It's almost like what I feel like and what Spirit is telling me, Janet, is that you're kind of like, what should I do? I have all these ideas and I have this project and the next steps. And here's the thing. I'm going through this myself, girlfriend. I'm in the midst of leveling up my Manifest Your Dream. This is a secret. I'm letting it out of the bag. It's coming in January. Manifest Your Dream Life 2.0. So if you did the first one, that's fabulous. This is the next level of that. So that's why I call it 2.0. And I too am like, what's my next step in this thing? Because I have a bunch of stuff in there, but Spirit keeps saying to me, just be calm, be calm. And much like you, Janet, you and I are GSD kind of gals. And that's an earthly 3D thing that we are being continually called to let go of. And so when this comes up, be peace, it's almost like it's saying, you're not really sure, you're not aware, you know it, and you're ignoring it because you're like, that can't be the right thing. That cannot be the right thing. So I can't do that. Or it's, I forgot I knew that. I think it's this one. I think it's that can't be it. I know what I'm supposed to do, but that can't be it. I have to be doing something. Be peace means embody peace. It means remember who you are, your divine connection to source energy right here. Source will guide you. It's almost like you're hearing things, but you've been so steeped. They're showing me with your feet in tar because you are reaching for things in the 3D versus being the channel for it, being the channel from the 5, 6, 7, 8D in your project, the inspiration that comes through source energy through you channeled into the stuff you're going to do, because you forgot that it's okay to be neutral. It's okay to be peace, embodying it. That helps. My meditation keeps telling me to be still. Girl, then why aren't you listening? Okay, here's the funny. I swear to God, shit don't lie. And I can't make it up either. That's why I got it. So you're ignoring it. I was right. It was this middle one of, I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm ignoring it. So just stop ignoring and just let it go. Go find something else to do that you love. Okay. Maybe cooking while your hubby cooks, or playing with your grandbaby, something that you go get your nails done, your hair done, all the things you love to do. Go ahead and, make sure that you find ways to be at peace. That's part of this process. And then all the other stuff will come and it's all be good. Okay. Love you, Janet. Love you, love you, love you. Stick around. Okay. Let's see. And thank you for being here. We got some new people. Hello, Julia. Oh my God, she's from across the pond, all the way in England. I love that you're here. And Jess, hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, I am doing card posts for everybody. I'll do them for an hour or so. And if you want, I will try to get to as many folks as I can. But please put your request in the chat box, and I will go as I can. Next person up is Mary Jo. Hello, girlfriend. I hope you're doing good. I love your energy. You're always such a lovely human. Love, love. Send you hugs. Okay, let me know what Spirit needs me to know about work. Okay, here's a funny. I don't even need to pull a card, but I'm gonna tell you this right out the gate. Stop worrying about it, Spirit says. You're almost like Janet. We're all a bunch of GSers. If you don't know what that means, it's get shit done. I used to be I know this will sound like everybody thinks you didn't always read cards for a living. No, I used to be a corporate paralegal in the entertainment industry. I'm like, I do contracts, so I can do all of the contracts. And I feel like that energy of corporate America, when we leave it, we're like, woohoo! And we think, oh, we're gonna do all of our stuff, but it's like this weird still programming that we have to undo as we move away. And the further we get away, the better we are at it. But at the same time, it's still program running in the background, taking up space like on your computer. And you're like, why is my RAM all jacked up? It's because you got this other shit back there. And that's what I'm here, like kind of hearing about you too, Mary Jo, is that there's like you're putting before I even pull this, what I'm hearing is you are creating deadlines for yourself and then you're beating yourself up about not making them when you're the one that created them. I do this, I've done this too, where I'm like, by this day, I'm going to have this done. Like right now, I'm trying to get my last video and to convert a universal laws course into self-guidance because you guys have told me you want self-paced courses. So I have one more like video to tack onto like an old group program that make it a self-propelled kind of course. And I keep saying to myself, I'm gonna do it this time. And I beat myself with a wet noodle when I don't get it done, but it's because life happens. So understand, Mary Jo, number one, don't yes, it's always good to have a deadline. We want to set goals, make commitments to ourselves and that kind of stuff. But realize why am I not making that deadline? And am I really affecting anybody else with the deadline? So if it's just you and you're like, I'm going to set this for myself, and then you don't make it because one of your kids gets a flat tire and you got to deal with that's a whole day long thing, or hubby says friends are coming over, can we do blah blah, and you get to juggle. See, here's the thing, instead of looking at it like, oh my friggin' god, my schedule's thrown off now, and I'm going to miss my deadline that's self-imposed. Instead say, you know what, it is a blessing that I work for myself because I can organize my schedule and reorganize it as needed. And you know what, I am a firm believer in things happen at the right divine time. So there's a reason stuff is getting jumbled. And you won't know it until after the fact, but have faith that it is. Okay, that's number one. I'm going to pull you a card on this one. It'll probably back what up what I just said because, you and I know that. And this one right here is for you. There. That's funny. Take time out. Take time out. Reevaluate what's going on. That's what I get from Bear. And I love Bear. And he's got his little universe thing right there. Little universal spiral. Take time out. Ask yourself some questions. I guess I shouldn't like block my face with the card. Ask yourself some questions like, when I make these deadlines, do they really need to be there? And if I'm avoiding them, is it a fear-based avoidance or is it I just need to be more flexible with myself? But none of those answers are beat yourself with a wet noodle because you missed your deadline. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have a deadline. I want you to start being more self-compassionate. Be more self-compassionate. Take time out for yourself. So I know that I think the last time we talked a lot about self-care when you and I had a private session, but apparently you need to do that more. And so I would encourage you to like sit down and think about all the things you love to do, Mary Jo, and then make a list of them and then see where can I fit these into my calendar and where is my work fitting in? And it's funny because everybody knows that I have all these pens and they're all different colors and they're the friction pens because you can erase them because I'm not one of those neat color in the lines kind of people. And because I like to be able to move stuff around. So from that kind of perspective, I also color code my calendar. So I know pink is pink. I love pink. So pink is my self-care color. Green is work. Purple is live streaming. So I know by looking at a glimpse that my schedule is balanced. So I would love for you to maybe take some time out. And people don't understand that there is a huge amount of value in taking time out from your busy, hectic life and work to create that balance that everybody so needs. Okay. And I think that's all I have for you. And this bear is just so speaking to me. I also feel like you need to kind of go on a meditation weekend. I don't know if that's something in your in your purview, but I feel like Mary Jo, there's some bear is wanting you to kind of take a retreat. That's why I take time out. Maybe do a little hibernation from work, maybe take some time off, maybe take a mental health day. But anyways, that's the messages I have for you. Okay? Sound good? I'm just going to leave it there and we're going to keep going. Thank you for your question. Let's see. Let me go back up and see, where are we? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we got that one's done. Oh, I wonder if can I do this? Ah, I can. Look at that. I learned. I know, Alicia, I can see you laughing because Alicia's one of my like super close circle peeps. And she's probably laughing because she's like, you've only been using StreamYard for what, 3 years? And you only just now figured out that you can click a button that makes it do this. Okay. Hello. Anyways, oh, Mary Jo, you are very welcome. She says I need to take a mental health week. You go, girl, take it. You work for you. That's the benefit, right? So figure it out and then block off a week and do what you love. Do something every day for yourself that you love. That's highly recommended. And that's for everybody, guys. For everybody. Okay. And Alicia says, whatever I need to know most today, please and thank you. You are so welcome. So let's do this. What does Alicia need to know? You are right here. Okay, I'm just going to preface this with there's a lot of stuff that I will be totally transparent and be like, not psychic information. And when I do have psychic information, so I'm just going to say this. I know a heck of a lot about what's going on in Alicia's life because we chat. There's like my two other woo-woo friends that I chat with constantly every single day that keep me sane. And we are the circle of sanity. I don't know how else to put that. But this card, I cannot make this shit up, sister. Okay? Showed up upside down, vulture spirit. Now, don't be like, oh my God, I got the ugly animal. No, they are awesome. You know why? It says nothing is wasted. Nothing. Nothing. You have a lot going on right now. And it's not, a lot of it may feel like just a big pile of steaming cow pies. But the fact is, there's a reason. Every single thing you are working through, every single thing that you're doing in your personal and your professional life, there's a reason for it. There's a reason that it's happening. Because I honestly believe that you and your experiences have probably supported more people than you even know. And I say that wholeheartedly and with love because I know it's helped me. I've seen like just your experiences that you've gone through in your life, but walking the path before me personally, know that those are not in vain because they supported what I do. And I'm not just I'm just one person in your circle. I know there's a bunch of people like we share our circles kind of do like this. So I know that there are people that you have helped with your tragedy and your trauma that you have navigated with such absolute grace that in doing so has allowed and inspired others to do the same. Okay, go get your tissue. I know that we're getting a little weepy, but this is probably one of the best cards ever because I feel like it's something that you may have forgotten. I know that like all of us recently, probably not just Alicia, but all of us have probably been screaming at the sky going, why the fuck did I choose to incarnate right now? Because it is a dang shit show. And I mean, and we jokingly, me and the other two, me, Alicia, and our friend Jackie, we joke about how we're gonna kick back and be like, we did our turn and our tour of duty. and we're gonna have our cocktails and watch and be like, next, y'all go down and handle the rest of this. We're gonna watch here from the the expensive seats. So understand nothing is wasted, my friend. You are awesome. And give yourself a big hug. Go find your hubby and say, I need you to hug me because Michelle wanted to give me a hug. And this was funny because I said this the other day to her. I was give like an overbearing hug and just know it's from me, even though it's from him. Okay. No, it's nothing is wasted. Sometimes it doesn't feel great in the moment, but I know, yeah. I know. Here, if we were all in the same room, I have them right here. I offer to everyone. Here's a tissue. Okay. Know that it's not wasted, and yet you are an inspiration and a healer just by being. Okay. I love you. Okay. Take a breath. We all need a breather. Okay. Next. How do I turn this off? There we go. And Jamie Rubin. How are you? Let's see. Would you let me know what spirit wants to beat into me? Beat into you? Girl, spirit doesn't want to beat anything into you. No. We are gentle. We are ease and grace, my darling. We don't none of this beating into me. I love you back, Alicia. There's no beating. Understand, and this is for everybody, because a lot of times people think, oh, the universe is testing me, or the universe doesn't want me. I'm gonna call bullshit. Bullshit. It's not really a favored opinion that I have. A lot of people that teach manifesting are like, if the universe is testing you or it's hard, blah blah blah. No. Okay, the universe never tests you, and the universe never says no. Here's the deal. Law of compensation says the universe matches whatever you put out. So if you're not sure about what you want, it feels like a test because you're not sure. So it'll be like, do you want this? Do you want that? Are you sure you want this? Maybe I got to work hard. It might be a belief system about I might got to work hard to get something. And so therefore the universe matches that for you. Or you don't feel you're worthy. So everything is telling me I shouldn't have it. Well, maybe that's because the universe is meeting you where you are. So that's I want to really put that out there. That is who I am. If you are one of these people that looks for answers like that, it's like and doesn't realize that you are the most powerful being because you're an extension of source energy, then I might not be your person. But if you are saying to yourself, "Oh, I'm ready to do that work," to say, it's not a test. I'm doing that. Yes. Okay. So, let's see. Mary Jo just said, Jess, is the divorce, would you beat into me? So I guess there's more here that I did not see. Let's see. Mary Jo, Alicia. So I'm assuming, because Mary Jo, do you know Jess, I guess. You guys are friends. That's how you guys got here. Okay, cool. And I'm assuming that your thing about I'm Jess. What does spirit want me to know about my divorce? Got you. Okay. Understand, Jess. I like what I just said. What does it want to know about what do they want you to know about the divorce? Here's the deal. I'm gonna give you a tissue too. I should just leave these over here. Okay. Been there, done that. Lending support. Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mary Jo. She says just lending support. Been there, done that. Yes. Any kind of separation. There's a grieving part. People don't realize that grief does not just happen when someone dies. Grief happens at any sort of unwanted or unexpected thing. And, sometimes, we want divorce. Okay. We want divorce, but we want to separate from a partner or maybe a friend or a family member. But the fact is that you didn't go into that expecting that to happen. So even though you may want it because there are situations that have happened that are very so unpleasant that that is not someplace you want to be anymore, it's still a grieving process because you invested time. You invested time and love and all of this, you know, into a relationship. And I love how Katie put that. It's a loss of a dream. Yes. And we need to support that grieving process. And so I think what you're asking me here and what Spirit is kind of wanting to share with you, Jess, is more about how do I navigate this process? Because we can talk all day long about court proceedings. We can talk all day long about custody if that's an issue. We can talk all day long about, all this kind of stuff. But the thing is, anybody who tells you I can give you the outcome is full of crap. Because the fact is, I could tell you one thing right now, and in this moment that might be true, but you could turn around and based on what I said, go and do something that changes the course of your timeline. So I'd rather focus on you and what you need to navigate this grieving process of letting go and healing. So I feel like that's the biggest thing is what do you need to know to support you in letting go and healing and getting through the grieving process in a healthy way. Okay, so that's what we're going to ask for. What does Jess need to know about this so that she can navigate her grieving process, her separation process, and transcend into a new version of herself on the other side. Okay, here we go. White Raven. Ooh, girl. I'm sorry. Ooh, girl. I shouldn't cover up my mouth. White Raven. Now, ravens are great communicators. If you've ever met a raven, they're like, blah, 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 blah. They want to talk. So I don't know if you are heavily chatty or spirit is wanting to talk to you and you're not listening. So that's number one that I'm getting. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, Jess, first of all, is if you can, I want you to sit quiet at least once a day, 5 minutes. I feel like they're telling me this because you are trying to keep so busy that you don't feel what's going on. And the only way to heal is to feel and process. I know that sucks, but it works. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is commune with yourself, because I feel like that's another thing. You need to reconnect with self, not with the outside world, not with Facebook, not with whatever. If you are friends with Mary Jo, maybe the two of you need to go for a week, and hang out and have a girls' week. And if you don't, make friends. But I feel like you also need to talk this through with somebody. I don't know if you're seeing a therapist or maybe a divorce support coach. That's the kind of thing when I see Raven, there's a lot of talking. When it's a white Raven, it's light worker energy talking. Okay. And the the white Raven spirit is all about the magic, trusting and having faith that you are on the right path. So when we talk about how do I navigate this grief? How do I navigate this transition? Trusting in the magic is saying to yourself, I need to find an anchor in my faith. I need to ground into who I know I have become and the vision of the self that I want to be. And these are kind of like journal things. I would encourage you to maybe grab a journal from TJ Maxx. They have great journals and they're cheap as hell. And just start like taking some time every day and writing down, who do I want to be? Who am I as just me? Because now is the time to start planning and envisioning, especially as we come to the end of the year. And especially after the last 2 years, like 2020 obviously was, let's tear this shit down. Let's tear it down, burn it to the ground, explode it like an old Vegas building. And then 2021 has been like, let's look at some blueprints and start rebuilding all this stuff. Okay. And rebuilding. And then next year is going to be, what do I want to do in the thing that I just restructured? Okay, so that's why reconnecting to self is a big deal. And trusting in the magic means having faith. And that doesn't necessarily mean like go to church, Because what it means is whatever your higher power is that you, God, source, universe, whatever your thing is, know that they have you in the palm of their hand. And there is so much love for you there. Okay. And reach out to people. That's the other thing. Reach out. You are not alone in this. And the wounded healer is in retrograde till the end, till like mid to end December or something like that. It's a great time to pair up with a therapist or with a coach that specializes in what you're going through. Just to work through some shit. So you have that grounding and learning back to who you are. Oh, and she says, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday! Yay, you! And went back home for 2 days so I can get time to myself. Yes, and returning home to reground is so important. It really is. It reconnects you with who your essence is. And I think that's wonderful. So happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely birthday. Eat lots and lots of cake or whatever your jam is. Ooh, jam. But understand that that process needs to happen. So just let it, and just know it is okay to go through lots of tissues and get that shit out. Because once you get it out, it leaves an open space, which a lot of folks are afraid of, which is why they don't process stuff. But I see the open space not as a vacuum that's bad, but it is a vacuum. If you ever watch like science fiction, on Star Trek, when they open up, like accidentally kind of hit the little beam thing around like the landing area and space comes and it sucks all the stuff out. Well, it also sucks stuff in, good stuff, but you got to make room for it. So just know you are loved. Love you. Love you, Jess. And I'm so glad you're kind of hanging out here and that you found us. Yay. Okay, next. Let me scroll up again. Blah, blah, blah. Need a mental health week. Yes. Shauna Kenner, where the hell have you been? I see you. Let me get up here, make sure that I'm getting to everyone. La, la, la. Okay. Lisa. There you are. I'm ready for Spirit to tell me what I need to know. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. She's another Yankee like me that's moved to the South, except I'm from New York to Tennessee, and I think you're from Jersey to Georgia, I think. Anyways, but yes. And I'm not going to mess around with putting people's stuff up here because I don't want to get screwed up again. Anyway, so what does Lisa need to know? What does she need to know? Okay. It's in my hand. Gotcha. Is this it? Yes. Eagle spirit. Boom. And a 2 and a 3 means 5 up here. 2 plus 3. Big changes ahead. If you realize spirit has your back, universe has your back, stop trying to live 100% in the 3D, meaning stop trying to be the control freak. Now, I ain't saying this lightly because I know I'm a recovering control freak, recovering perfectionist. I mean, being a Virgo, for God's sake, talk about like going against casting. And I'm sure I'm not alone here. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm going to guess there's a couple of, maybe just a few of you here that are recovering control freaks. I don't know, just putting it out there. But anyways, here's the deal. I feel like there's a lot of worry going on, and it's running in the background. Again, it's another one of these things. Let me revisit that the past 2 years, this year included, so this year and last year, has been, we've seen a lot go on. I mean, that's an understatement of the year. But what I feel like people don't understand is like, yes, physically, in the physical world, there's been a lot of tearing down. There's been a lot of speeding up of the tear down. And we each have choices now. How do we want to proceed? Happiness and joy and prosperity and abundance is a choice. Worry, fear, how am I gonna? Those are a choice too. And what I want to put out there is we're in a time frame right now. It's almost like Q4 in 2021 is when you kind of finalize what your buildings are looking like. It was burned down, teared down, blown up. And then, throughout this year, it's been like the build that lasts forever and costs 3 times as much as you had budgeted. But we're in that last phase where now we're choosing, what do we want to do in our building? How do we want to decorate it? Okay. And I feel like that's going on for everybody, but in your case, Lisa, it's all here. And there's this old stuff that you feel like you should worry about, but there's a part of you, a newer version of you, that is like, we don't worry about that. It's all good. But it's almost like there's like a twinge of guilt or something about, I didn't worry about that or something like that. So what I want to encourage you to do is maybe do, there's this really awesome um shamanic sound meditation on Insight Timer that I can probably post somewhere. I guess, I don't know. Can you post on here? I guess I could put it in the comments below. But anyways, on Insight Timer. But if you can't find it, doing like finding, a shamanic clearing to just kind of break those things. Or if you're more of I grew up Catholic, so Archangel Michael is really big as far as like cutting cords and things. Cutting cords, dissolving, pulling things out, root and seed, to these old processes that I feel like are going on right now, to let that go and to lean more and more into the faith of knowing everything is cool, everything's okay. I feel like there's a battle going on that is very, it's dull, but it's there. And so this is kind of showing up saying, it's a reminder that spirit, God always has your back. You're coming in from eagle spirit. Remember, where does the eagle fly? The eagle flies high above and sees 20,000 feet. Also, the crown of this eagle is saying, again, don't worry. It's the signification of God, spirit, the universe being there to cover you, to fly interference, to fly reconnaissance, to understand that when you tap into that part of you, that you will always feel a lot calmer, a lot less worrisome. Like, so if you start feeling worried, the action step for you is to take a breath, take a step away and be like, I'm okay. In the present moment, in this moment, I am good. And I will deal with everything else moving forward from there. And I think that's what the message is for you, to just understand it's really hard to have faith when we live like in that kind of way. But I feel like you're shifting, and this last little bit has to let go, and then this can chime in for you. Okay? I hope that was okay. So thank you for joining me, Lisa. And let's see, Audrey. Hey, Audrey Acton. I always want to call her Audrey Action because it makes it sound like a Marvel superhero, and I love her name. And so I just call her Audrey Action. So, but I know it's Acton. I'm being a pain in your ass. Anyways, so let's see. Audrey asks, Spirit, tell me what I need to know. Okay, and the card already jumped out. And this is weird. Okay, you got the same card, same message. How weird is that? Are you doing the same thing, Audrey? Are you too worrying too much and not leaning into spirit? Understanding. And again, it's funny because whenever I see this card, it's like this part up here is about your root chakra and your sacral chakra. Mostly your sacral, where we're creating. And then down here is heart. So we have root, sacral, a little bit of solar plexus, and then a lot of heart energy in the green down here. So what I think for you though, Audrey, is get out of your head and get into your heart. And that will tell you where you need to go. I feel like you are in this particular, scenario for you. It's like you're trying to think your way out of a feeling problem, and you can't really do that. Like, I love how Audrey's like, she just posted a laughing meme. Yeah, it is funny. It's funny. It's like, I should just pin this up at the top and be like, hey, everybody, it's for you. But understand, I think too much this and not enough this makes Audrey like a dull human. So we need to get back to this heart energy. Okay. And speak from that heart energy. And it's funny because Audrey Acton has a podcast. So of course she has to speak from her heart. And then it helps her root feel more balanced. Got me, Audrey? Okay. And I miss you, by the way. You're so awesome. I love you. You guys need to listen to her podcast. It's fun as hell. Lisa says, yes, you nailed it, of course. Sending hugs and love. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We should all do a retreat once we can. Ooh, somebody. We got whale card. Who's next? I guess that's theirs. Spirit's like, let's get this show on the road. You talk too much, honey. Ainsley. Hello. Need some guidance if I might meet a man to be in a relationship soon. Okay. I love these. Now, here's the thing. I don't do fortunes like you're going to meet your man on Wednesday at noon, go stand on the corner under the light post on Elm and Peanut Street. That's not how any of this works. You want to manifest love? You gotta love yourself. And here's the thing. Let's see. I'm going to pull you another card too, because this is the one that jumped out for you, which is Whale card. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. What that means is chill. It's all going to be okay. I know we all want love, but here's the thing that really we're looking for is whenever we are sitting here going, where the hell is he already? Like on Charlotte on Sex and the City, where she's like, I've been looking for my man since I was 15 years old and I'm now 30 something. Where the hell is he already? I think that is a lot of feelings that people have when they're looking for love. And the fact is, when we're looking for love, you're looking for something that isn't within you. And the fact is, once you find it within you, it attracts it. So like attracts like, right? That's the law of attraction. And the fact is that once you complete yourself, once you understand that you love yourself and how that works and what that is, and allowing yourself to love yourself without a side dish of guilt or bullshit or any of that, that's when you start attracting someone who does that. Because if we expect someone else to just know how to love us when we don't know how to love ourselves on a practical measure, then the fact is we can't vibrate in the same space as the person that we want to have with us. That's kind of how that works. So when you trust in the great mystery, you're trusting in the universal laws, which is, am I putting myself out there? Am I doing my work so that I know that I'm putting out there the kind of person that I want, because I'm the kind of person I want? Does that make sense? I feel like sometimes that's one of the biggest things. We're seeking someone else to complete us, like in Jerry Maguire. But that Jerry Maguire movie, although loved it, great romance, fun movie, total absolute horseshit as far as like you complete me. You're a complete human being unto yourself. Your partner is a complete human being unto themselves. If you're seeking them to fill a space that you feel like you need to feel love in, and they may or may not be able to do that, you're going to attract someone else who's also seeking like that. And it'll feel really not super, you might find really great meeting points, but in the one space that you might need, they may not be able to give that to you because you're attracting that energy. So learning how to do you, like who am I? What do I love about me? And how do I love to be loved? Like, what's my love language? Like, get that book. If you've not read the book, The Love Languages, I think it's like 4 or 5 love languages or something like that. And figuring out which one of these is me so that you can start embodying that without any shame, blame, or guilt. And then that way you're going to vibrate and attract that person. So let me pull one more card to say, if Ainsley does this, what will happen? I think that's a bigger deal. If she learns and puts that, take time out. Take time out. I swear, I don't know. Maybe we all just need a week off to reconnect with ourselves and then also trust in the universe, because that's the repeating message right now. So again, take time out. Don't look so hard, because when you focus on the absence of something, it doesn't come. You get more absence. Energy flows where focus goes. Focus on you. Focus on how much you love yourself. Okay? I think that's totally, totally, totally going to be the key to all of this stuff for you, Ainsley. Okay? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Jane. I have so many questions. Just let me know what Spirit wants me to know. Got it. Now, Jane, are you Jane on Route 66, Jane? I have people everywhere. So I always am like, and people's screen names, it's like Janet and Mary Jo, and I think Alicia and Ainsley, like you guys have like your normal full name as as your screen thingies, and then other folks have like Sweet Jane 2030 as their person. So I don't know if that's Jane's. I guess I'm gonna assume that's Jane Sweet who has the Airbnb out on Route 66 out west of even me. Ainsley says, I think you're wonderful and 100% correct. Thank you. Oh, girl, I'm so glad. I love you so much. And I want you to love yourself so much that, like, you attract the most amazing partner that loves you in such a way that you're like, oh my God, I never knew someone could love me as much as I love me, but there they are. I think that would be awesome. So that's my intention for you. Okay. Let's see. And Jamie Redmond says, I just had to take a phone call, but I'm back and I'd love to check in with a card that clarifies what I may need to hear right now. Okay, I'll put that on the list. And then Audrey's saying, right on the money, just what I needed to hear. I'm overthinking and over everything, and I'm not allowing or feeling into my life. Girl, go. Like, okay, after we're done here, done hanging out, I want you to close your computer, turn off your Mikey, and then go outside and go like put your feet in the grass if it's not raining or too like cold, hot, whatever, where you are, and just go get some ice cream or some food or do some tactile like stuff, play with your puppies, that kind of thing. Okay, just reconnect. Yes, I know it's always difficult to do the self-love thing. I'm going to highly recommend you check out Louise Hay. I know she is deceased, but she is an amazing self-love teacher. So you might want to look into her books and her movies and stuff like that. Okay, let me get to where I can go back here. Let's see. Ah, la la la. Sweet Jane. That's where we were. Jane. Jane, it is you. Yay! I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing good and you're doing well out there. I love that you're on Route 66. I love like kitschy stuff like that. Like Darren thinks I'm nuts because he's like, let's go to Italy. And I'm like, can we go look at the biggest ball of twine? So, not that I don't want to go to Italy because I'm so down with that, but I love like kitschy, campy shit too. So I love like that your thing is on Route 66. I think that's awesome. Okay, Jane. Spirit, what does Jane need right now? What does she need to know and hear? We are. You got dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Here's dolphin. Okay. So a lot of times we think in black and white. And the fact is life is in the gray areas. So you can, if you're asking yourself, because you even said I have so many questions, but I need to know what spirit wants me to know. And what spirit wants you to know is yes, it's like, there are certain things that you have to choose, but in most cases, there is a middle ground. There is a way to be compassionately assertive. And by that, I mean, when we practice compassionate assertiveness, that's, I know what I need and not getting, all upset about the other person because we haven't talked to them about it. And them saying, I want you to do X or can you do X for me? And you saying, my needs aren't really congruent to that, but here's what I'm willing to do. And the fact is you have yes, you have no, and you have maybe. And it's perfectly okay to say any of those. So compassionate assertiveness means I can choose my outcomes. I can choose my outcomes. And this is with anything. And you can also have both things. Like if you go to the ice cream parlor and they used to have the soft serve and you had 3 choices, but all it was vanilla and chocolate, and you're like, what's the third one? It's the twirl. That's the compassionate assertiveness choice. Okay. You can have this one, you can have that one, or this and that are true, or this and that are available. And she says, Rose Cottage is for sale. Rose Cottage is her B&B on Route 66. Oh, well, I hope it's for a good thing. Now, this and that are true. So in this case, for Rose Cottage, I know that there's some family ties there. Understand that if you sell it or when you sell it, that doesn't diminish the family memory. It's just a new phase. So this and that are true. I think a lot of times when we either put something up for sale, give it away, declutter our life, all that kind of stuff. We think if we get rid of it, it gets rid of the memory, it gets rid of whatever. And if it's a bad memory, that's great. But if it's a good memory, or it reminds us of people, or a happening, or a part in our life, it's almost like if we get rid of it or move it out of the current lifestyle because it's not part of our vision for where we want to go, we think if we let that go, it's going to stop how we feel. But the fact is, that's not so. This and that are true. You can benefit from the 3D monetary sale of this house, yet keep all the wisdom, all the joy in your heart that happened there. So this and that are true. It's all okay to do all that kind of stuff. So, and I feel like that there's still some kind of like you're working from a space of obligation, Jane, and I want you to not do that. I want you to get into your heart center and be okay with your choice. You need to start doing what is best for Jane, and understand that when you do what is best for Jane, then everyone else around you will benefit, whether they see that right now or not. Okay, so I'm going to send you tons of love because I think you're doing all the right stuff. And I want you to keep on doing it and give yourself a big hug for moving into that space of self compassion. Okay, love you. And good luck with the sale. I hope that you get top dollar and it's an easy, fun experience, and that you can then kind of focus and refocus on the vision you have for where you're going. Okay, yay. Okay, let's see. Okay, Julia. I think Julia left. I think she said, I still love seeing you. You may have to go in a minute, but we'll watch back. I'll hang on as long as possible. Okay, so Julia. So, and it's good evening for Julia because she is in England. So she's 7 hours ahead, 6, 7, I think, which makes it like 8 or 9 there, I think. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to just pull her a card because I think she says, I'll take any message. I'm open. Okay. So here we go. What does Julia need to hear from Spirit? Julia, I don't know who the mom person is that's visiting. Just really quick. Every time, I can't ignore mediumship stuff, guys. So Julia, whoever this is, it's like a mom figure. I don't know if it is your mom or a mom-like person to you. And they have a vase. It's not a bud vase because it's not short, but it's like a vase that a single stem can go in on a table, like with a doily thing underneath. I don't know. I'm just telling you so you could have, whoever this is, that's the symbol they're showing me for you. And it's a yellow rose that they're giving you. And there's lots and lots of love there. That was a heaviness and breathing. I don't know what that's about. She's excited that that I'm sharing with you. She wants you to know she loves you, whoever this is. She's just sending you lots and lots of hugs, and she thanks you for all of your generosity of spirit and self. And she's just weeping she's just happy that I'm sharing that she's like being able to do this. So know whoever this is, I don't know who this is, but it's like a mom or maybe mom's side of the family or someone who is very close to you, like a mom-like person, loves you so much. There's just so much, like she keeps hand over heart, yellow rose, lots and lots of love. Okay. So whoever that is, know that they're okay and they're happy. And they just like, and she's been wanting to know if I'm okay and I'm okay. Let her know I'm okay. Okay. So that's what we have for you there. Let's see. We're going to pull her card really quick. Okay. Oops. Spirit says this. Okay. First of all, I love this card because it's my puppy Buddy, who I absolutely adore. It's a border collie. He looks kind of like that, but without the flowers. He would never hold still for that because he's like, I'm a boy puppy. I don't want flowers in my hair. But he will have bush fragments in his whole body because he likes to jump in the bushes. But anyways, I love this card so much. It says, be loyal to what you love. So, Julia, what that means is have integrity with yourself. Again, back to the compassionate assertiveness. No obligations, no doing stuff out of guilt, all of that kind of thing. Because when we say be loyal to yourself, because the dog is the most loyal of the animals, right? They kind of just hang out. They know when we're sad, they know when we're happy, they like to hang out, they're always there for us. So do that same for yourself. I feel like there's a lot of doing for others, and it's time for you to do for you. Um, and also be loyal to your core values and understand that in doing that, the others around you will see your inspired example. Okay, is what I'm getting. And others around you will be inspired to do similar. And if you're trying to make sure that you're taking care of others, the best way to do that is to show them an example of what self love looks like and what self integrity looks like. And I'm not saying you're not integrous. I'm not saying you're lying. What I'm saying is a lot of times we're afraid or we're worried that if we do something, somebody else will get pissed off. And that's only because it's not their whatever their motives are, it is not your motive, and you're doing your thing and you're doing you, and they're like, well, why are you not taking care of me? But the fact is we need to take care of ourselves. We need to do this kind of stuff because many of us want to be there for each other, especially right now. And the fact is that if we're not being true to who we are and true to ourselves, then we can't be that honest, sturdy, grounded friend for others or family member for others. So that's what Dog Spirit is here to tell you, Julia. Okay, so I hope that was good. Ooh, whoever your mom person is, she heated up my head like a flippin', menopause hot flash or something. Woo! She is just an interesting, lovely human or spirit at this point. Ah, okay, and now let's see. Shauna Kenner, you sweet, sweet person. I miss you terribly, by the way. Um, and it says, whatever message you give, she moved away. She moved to the other side of the world. A couple of years, I guess in the middle of 2020, I think. Oh, and let's see. Jane over here is saying, thank you, moving closer to grandkids. Yes, that'll be fun, Jane. That'll be super fun. Yeah. And then, just chilling and relaxing and not having to worry about taking care of other people except the ones that are related to you if you want to. That's always good. Shauna, what does Shauna need to know? And we're coming down to time. I'm going to go over just a little bit and we'll see how many other folks. We'll go till like 15 after. But then I really got to go, y'all, because like I said, I got to do cooking and grocery shopping, do like muggle things because it's Friday. Halloween's coming, so I got to have some foods in the house. Let's see. Shauna. She's just chuckling away over there. I can see her big old smile. Now, let me tell you something, y'all. Shauna Kenner is probably the most wonderful example of self-care I have ever seen in my whole life. And I still, to this day, quote her with other clients because she was my teacher as much as I have ever been hers. And she's a delightful friend, and I love her. Okay, so let's pull you a card. This one. Okay, sorry. Girl, you got wombat. I think that is funny as hell. But the little wombat has a really awesome headpiece. I think that's so funny. And it says, be at home. And I think one of the things, like, we haven't talked in a really, really long time, and I cannot believe it's been over 2 years since you moved. But the fact is that be at home means in self, not like go to your house and stay there. It's more coming back to who you really are. And I think the last time we talked, there was a little bit of wobbliness in there. So I'm wondering if that's still going on because, girl, you are so I know we've all been through like just crazy ass shit in the last 2 years. And you've had a huge amount of transitions in your life, not just moving, but everything. That's not psychic. That's me knowing her. But the fact is that I think sometimes when that stuff happens, we kind of get wobbly around who we are and what we want to believe in and what our values are. Because as we age, I mean, like when we were 7, our values were like, where's my next Tootsie Roll coming from? And do I get to sit next to my bestie at lunchtime and are the swings going to be free? And now that we're older, my thing was like, I really like making sure that I eat clean and I grow food for myself because, aside from the whole like earth thing, I like being self-sufficient. So even in a little condo. So really kind of getting clear on what's going on with me and then being at home and who that is. And knowing it's okay if the new version of you is different than you were before. And I think at the core, everybody kind of stays the same, but how we express that changes throughout our life because of the different things going on and different experiences we have. So maybe for you, Shauna, really kind of grounding into who you are now, and that'll bring some balance back into your life. And I think that's what you really need. Okay. She says, I've definitely been working just to be me. I don't give a fuck who can't take my light, wear your shades. Girl, I tell that to people all the time. That is the exact quote that I was talking about. I say that same thing to people. If somebody tells me they're afraid to shine their light, I tell them to tell other people to get some shades because it is not her problem if other people can't stand to be in her light. That's their problem. And that goes for every single one of you watching. If you're feeling like, oh, I got to play small because, Ed over here, he's going to feel really weird if I shine my light. You know what? That's Ed's problem. Buy Ed a pair of Ray-Bans and get on with your life. Okay. So, and that's it. And it says, I've definitely been working to just be me. I love that because here's what that tells me. You're waffling around about it. So I'm going to love on you in a harsh way. I'm going to do the loving ass kicking that people say that I'm famous for. So Shauna, here's the deal. I know you and I have known you for years. And the fact is that stop working on it because that is a bullshit excuse. Stop working on it and start stepping back into who you really are. It is time. We are coming into 2022. It is time to lean into that solar plexus and shine that light. Strengthen that up. You know who you are. You know who you are. Be that. Doesn't matter what other people think. And if they say it does, mm-mm. You need to go to what is that shop that has like you buy a bunch of stuff? The Chinese Trading Company or something like that. Oriental Trading, I think is what it is. And you can buy a bunch of like plastic shit in bulk. Just order like 300 pairs of like cheap multicolored sunglasses and just hand them out like candy. Here you go. Oh, you don't like how I'm being? Here you go. You put them on or you can go. I'm just telling you exactly what you just told me, and I love you. Well, damn. Hey, I am just saying, hey, I see you made me a plate of cookies. Would you like to have one of what you made? Because I'm telling you what, Shauna, if I came to you with the same thing, oh, I'm working on it, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I tell everybody? I tell them to go get some shades. But I don't know if you would look at me. First of all, you probably slap me. And then you would say, do you hear yourself? So understand. I want you to really understand it is okay to be at home within yourself. It is okay. And I love you so, so much. I love you and I miss you. Okay. Be at home, my little wombat. All right. Let's see where we got going on here. Oh, Katie. Hey, Katie from Long Island, my sister. How are you doing? She says, hey there, I made it. Yes, you did. Any guidance on the relationship I've been trying to manifest? I'm going to step back into what I shared with Ansley earlier, which is, again, learn how to love yourself, learn to love yourself, learn what you love about yourself. I think that's really what it is. The steps towards loving yourself is getting okay with saying, I love X about me. And it's not being conceited. I know that, we're raised, don't be conceited, la, la, la. It's not being conceited to say, I really like the fact that I am this way. And I really like, and again, the love languages thing, because I've been kind of dancing around that whole thing too. understanding what your love language is and being okay with it and stepping into it and embodying that. Because all of that kind of stuff, like when you say that, I read somewhere and it was such a great post, and I can't remember, I have to find it. But it was all about how when you realize your love language and then you look at your challenges, it's usually the opposite. Like you withhold your love language from you. That's like the majority of when we don't love ourselves. So if you can figure out what your love language is, don't think of it from the frame of mind, okay, I'm going to find this person who will treat me with this, speak to me in this love language, because everybody's is different. I would utilize that book to figure out what it is that your love language is. And then ask yourself, am I withholding my own love language from myself? And then going into there and saying, okay, so yes, you did read it. So giving gifts is mine. Ha ha. Okay. So ask you, how can you give yourself your own gifts? And we remember, gifts aren't always, I'm going to go to the store and buy a trinket and give it to somebody. Gifts can be, now this is funny because like I found this sweater because it's finally turned chilly here. And I shop in my own closet. I forgot I had this and I love this color. Isn't it nice? And it's soft and comfy and cozy, and it's crappy here. So it's cold and crappy. So it's the perfect sweater to have on. But knowing your love language and saying, oh, maybe I need to go through my stuff and remind myself where I'm shopping in my closet. Because I know sometimes like people think giving gifts is buying stuff for each other. Giving gifts for the gift of time. Like, am I giving myself the gift of time so that I can do my own nails? Maybe you don't have time to go to the manicure place or it's not in the budget, but can I take the time to do my own nails, which is on my list for today, by the way. Can I give myself the gift of time? Can I give myself when the kids aren't around? Just because they're not home doesn't mean I don't make dinner. Maybe I've been craving something and I want to give myself the gift of dinner that is my favorite and open my favorite wine. Mm? Or it might be going to buy yourself and treat yourself to something you've been wanting. Like I want a new planner for next year, and I've been kind of eyeballing one. And you know, if that was on your list, am I withholding that gift from myself? So understand that when you look at your love language, see if you're withholding that same language from you and fix that. So in your case, where am I not gifting to myself? And then that way, when you do start doing that and you do start saying, yes, it is safe for me to give myself some gifts and show myself some love. When you shift that energy, then you'll start manifesting and attracting a partner who gives that energy back to you because you're putting it out there. So what happens if Katie does this? Oop. Let's see. Oh, this one? Okay. Trust the great mystery. What is with the cards? Just trust everything's going to be okay. If you just trust the mystery and understand that I get what I put out there. So figure out where I'm not giving yourself the gift and then give it to yourself and start being okay with that and sitting in that until it feels good. And that's when your energy will shift and you'll start attracting people that are going to match that energy. That's how you use those tools, by the way. Okay. Lisa, I love it. Boom, mic drop. Boom, boom. I have a mic. It's right here. Well, there's one here. And then I have one somewhere else. Oh, here it is. For my singing days. And I'm not going to drop it, but I'll just go because it's actually pretty pricey. I'll just put it back in the drawer here. Anyways, but yes. Okay. That came out for the last relationship question. That's so funny. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I'm going to do one more. And I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody, but like one more. Let me see. Get to the next person. Jamie Rudman. Let's see. Had to take a phone call, check in with a card. Okay. She just wants to know, what should I do? You're awesome, Katie. Mwah. Love you. Let's see. Jamie Redmond. Jamie Redmond, do I know you? Like, are you from New York too? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different Redmond. I want to say I went to high school with a Redmond, but I can't remember. Anyway, what does Jamie need to know? Oh, look at this. Look at this gorgeous little mouse card. Isn't she pretty? Oh, and she is so adorable. And she's in the orange and yellow and greens. Now, notice that oranges and yellows are sacral and solar plexus. So, creation, taking pleasure in creation, doesn't just mean sex, it could mean something else. But understanding that I am who I am, standing in your power to create and be okay with it and take enjoyment from it. That's number one. Then, and this is a 4 card. So 4 plus 0 is 4. What that means right there is your angels are all around you. So don't worry. Oh, maybe that's it. I've seen you and we've gone back and forth online before. Okay. And it says tend to the small things. Now, mind you, she came in upside down, which again means either I didn't know this, or I knew it and I'm ignoring it because of whatever reason, or I forgot that I knew that. Orange is her favorite color. Oh, that's awesome. So orange is the sacral chakra. So maybe get on Insight Time where there's this really, like, his name is Sonic Yogi, and it's about 30 minutes, but it's nice. You can just, I wouldn't use them while you're in the car because they're super mellow. And it's not spoken, it's all sound bowls or singing bowls or whatever. And he does like a sound bath for sacral. I think there's like 2 of them. They're awesome. And his name is Sonic Yogi. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia. I would encourage you to sit down. And even if you're just working and you put your earpods in, awesome for the sacral chakra. So I don't know if there is some stuff going on in there that you need to clear out that needs help. So they're telling me for you to listen to that kind of stuff. Anyway, so this came in upside down, which means nurture, nurture, nurture. Take time out. Tend to the small things, meaning stop focusing on the big, ginormous picture. That's stressing your ass out. That's what I'm getting. And it's time to focus on healing you in small ways. So focusing on the smaller things is kind of like circle up your wagons and bring yourself back to center. Okay, especially around the sacral chakra business. And it also, I'm seeing in here, it's like little leaves that are green, which is heart color. Heart chakra is green. And it looks to me like, and she's standing on this little platform with little flowers and things. And so understand that if we come from the place within our heart, energy in the heart, love, agape energy, and just heal that, that sacral chakra, and then use that as your platform. And the way to do that is to just really start focusing on littler things. Maybe you have a big thing going on that has lots of little things, and be okay if I only do one thing today. That's fabulous. Give yourself some credit for doing the smaller things. Don't look back at your day and say, my God, the day is over. And like you did a bazillion things, but you're like, but I didn't complete the whole project. Stop beating yourself up. Start saying, you know what? I did those 10 things, and that means tomorrow I'm only 3 things away from completing this project. Isn't that awesome? And I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy, in the creation of whatever this is. And I'm going to do it from a heart-centered place. Okay? That's what you need to start focusing on, is that it's okay to take small steps. It's okay to take small bites. It's okay to give yourself credit for little steps rather than only the big giant leaps that, you might get a gold medal for. Not everybody needs to get a gold medal. In fact, sometimes these Olympians started with 1 step. They didn't get the gold medal right out the gate. Okay? Let's see. Jamie says, it's so hard for me to go slow and small, and it's a beautiful reinforcement that it's okay. Yes. And the thing is, just because you're slow doesn't make it small. It might be a small step, it might be slower, but the energy of it isn't small. If you are going in the direction of shining your light, that's playing big. It just might be smaller in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, in the energetic realm, it's big. Okay? So give yourself some credit. Take yourself out for an ice cream cone or whatever, latte, whatever your jam is. Pumpkin spice, not my jam. I'm waiting on the peppermint mochas. But take yourself out. And that goes for everybody here. I feel like we have been through, and as I close out here, we have all been through the fucking ringer, y'all, for the last 2 years, if not longer for some of you. The shift is real. It is insane, but we have to look at it from an opportunistic perspective. And I don't mean that negatively. I mean that in the sense of, what do I get to do now? The barriers around me have broken. The box which contained me is no longer there. What do I want to build for myself? And like personally, I can tell you, I want to build a more balanced business, which is why you may have seen I really only have done private readings and private group classes and not a lot of other stuff. And I haven't really promoted a lot, which will probably start changing if you haven't noticed. But because I needed to sit down and give myself the time and be okay. And sometimes I wasn't good at it. I'll be honest with you, I sucked at doing nothing. I sucked royally at it. And you might too, and that's okay. The fact that you're trying to kind of give yourself the time to take the journal time to, just give yourself a treat and say, you know what, it's okay for me to just do something I love instead of just, you know, picking away in the mind because this needs to be done or that needs to be done. Is it really that bad there's a dirty dish in your sink? I personally don't like that, but there's some days that you just got to get on with your life and do something else. You can come back and clean it later. You might want to go get your ice cream. Like Jamie says, ice cream is a done deal. Apparently, we're all going to go get like Blizzards over at the DQ. Well, not the DQ. I like Sonic better myself. But anyways. But the thing is this. Try to stay in your heart. Be very compassionate as we move through the rest of this year, y'all, with yourself and thusly with others. Take a moment to step back when you feel overwhelmed. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm just going to stop the merry-go-round right now and get off and take a breather. That is totally okay. And then get back on when you feel better. Or don't get back on. Go pick a different ride. That's all okay. All right? So I want to say thank you. I'm sorry that I didn't get to every single person, but I do feel that there are always synchronicities for everyone. So if you are someone that joined this year and I didn't get to pull the card for you, there are synchronicities here for you. If you're watching the replay, there are synchronicities here for you. And as always, every Monday I do the collective reading. Again, it's not a card pull per se, but it is an energetic reading or an energetic channeled message, and then an oracle card reading for the collective, much like the weather report. So, do I put on my cosmic raincoat? Do I go get my cosmic umbrella? Or can I run around with just a pair of sunglasses because it's going to be really nice and bright outside? It's just a guidepost to help you navigate what the road's going to look like when you get out there for the week. So that happens on Mondays at 11 Central US time. Second thing, we're heading into November. So by the contest that I'm running for October, the entries close. I was going to say today at 5, but I will let them run through Sunday. If you have not done that, I will pull 3 cards for somebody on the YouTube and give you a reading. And again, as always, if you're not the winner, the fact is that there's synchronicities everywhere. It's always watch because you never know. But anyways, there's a link below for that. And then also November 11th, I'll repeat this ad infinitum going forward. But on the 11th of November is our annual New Year reading for the collective. And then I will open up private readings for anyone who has done that. And if you've done one with me before, it is a navigational map tool that you can use for the entire year. People who have done them love them. And in fact, I think somebody texted, I think Catherine was on here. She texted me last night. She was like, my reading, I went back and looked at it, and this is what it's for now. So people use them all the year through. So that'll be coming up in about 2 weeks. And other than that, I want you all to have a lovely, lovely Halloween. May you find just so much self love, and you just encircle yourselves with the white light of spirit to protect you and love you and all the things. Enjoy your Halloween, eat lots of candy, but brush your teeth. We got to take care of the meat suit, but enjoy the sweets, enjoy your Reese cups. And I love you guys so much. I am so honored that you took time out of your day to join me here. And I hope you have a wonderful week and a happy Friday. And I will see you back here on Monday at 11 Central US time for our weekly live stream. And if you get not available, you can always come back and check out the replay. It's cool. But other than that, I will see you soon. And I love you so much. I'm going to go hit the grocery store, and I will hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Friday. And until the next time I see you, I'll see you in the Vortex. I love you so much. Mwah, big kiss. Other big kiss, and hugs and love, and take care of you. I love you. Bye.